Hi, you guys. Welcome. It is the 8th day of February. You know what that means? Black History Month back with Dr. H. And I told y'all I was going to bring y'all HBCUs, and that's what I'm going to do this week. And I got this. Of course, you've probably seen this on floating around social media. This was on one of the pages on my Facebook. I believe it was I Love Old School Music, but they posted this, and this is true. This used to happen all the time. Education was subliminally placed in entertainment, and of course HBCUs are what I'm talking about. First of all, many of you probably don't know what an HBCU is. It is a historically Black college or university. It is it's a higher education, institution that was established before 1964. So if it did not start before 1964, it is not considered an HBCU. And it was the principal mission has to be the education of African Americans. On the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, I love what they say here. It says HBCUs offer culture, a rich history, and rigorous academic programs. And that's not the God honest gospel truth. But let me tell you what else HBCUs teach you. They prepare you for life, baby. Okay. When I say they used to be a foundation for family units and all that kind of stuff, that was the truth for Black communities, for the Black family. We had strong Black families coming out of HBCUs, because you learn principles, you learn some things, and it's just crazy. The majority of African American teachers, doctors, judges, engineers, and other scientific and technological professionals come out of HBCUs. And so y'all just got to get into it and understand that you know I, we are doing something. So let me run down some numbers for you. 40% of the members of Congress graduated from an HBCU. 12.5% of CEOs, HBCU graduates. 40% engineers, HBCU graduates. 50% professors at non-HBCUs, 50%. 50% lawyers, HBCU graduates. 80% judges, HBCU graduates, all African Americans. HBCUs contribute so much to society and communities that it's just not even funny. It's just not even funny. There are over 107 HBCUs in this nation. Um, so just it's a lot of them, and starting tomorrow, I'll be highlighting about 5 a day, so we can get through them. But yeah, there's just so much pride and rich heritage. I'm not talking about in how they're run and managed today, because people are flawed, but the fundamental heart and soul of an HBCU, you cannot beat it. I went to high school with some friends that went to PWCs, and those are predominantly white colleges, and they just did not have good experiences. And a lot of them are like, man, I wish I had that HBCU experience. And it really matters where you go. You got to go to the right school for you. I'm just saying. So there are a lot of people that that went to HBCUs. Reverend Jesse Jackson went to to North Carolina A&T. Samuel L. Jackson, Morehouse. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., of course, Morehouse. Toni Morrison, Howard University. Dr. Ruth Simmons, Dillard University. Wanda Sykes, Hampton. Oprah Winfrey went to Tennessee State University. I'm telling you, Roland S. Martin. If you don't know who Roland Martin is, shame on you. So I'm just going to run down just over the next couple, here through to the end of the month, the HBCUs and just the contributions to society and Black culture. It's just phenomenal. And these here that you see are just a few. You see Martin Lawrence, Rand Morris Brown, you got Alabama A&M, FAMU, Southern, Morehouse, Jackson State. You got Morgan State, Tuskegee. You got Howard University. You got so many that used to be subliminally on TV. And when HBCUs were subliminally on TV like this, enrollment spiked, because you don't know that we have something of value to offer if it's not in front of you. If you're not exposed to it, how are you gonna know about it? So I'm just dropping this to you to let you know HBCUs are it. They are not inferior by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, they contribute a lot. HBCUs, and I'm on the UNCF, they could generated 25% of all bachelor degrees in STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and math for fields for African Americans. Awarded 14% of all African American engineering degrees. HBU students paid an average total cost of attendance that was 26% lower than four-year nonprofit colleges. HBCUs graduate the most African Americans seeking doctoral degrees in science and engineering out of all U.S. colleges and universities. Oh, 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 just oh, just so you know, oh. So there's so much that HBCUs contribute that is we really do a disservice, because you've got to understand all of the nations. More than 100 HBCUs share the belief that everyone deserves access to a quality education, and for more than 150 years, that's what HBCUs have done for students of color. It's always been a safe space for us to be, just to get an education, but also to just, come together and just enjoy our culture. There's just something that happens at the HBCU campus that you just don't get nowhere. You just don't get it. And the homecoming experience and all those other things, that stuff is real. Man, I got some friends to this day. We don't talk every day because ain't nobody got time for that. We grown folks and got married, they got lives and stuff. But I can't. If I pick up the phone right now, it's like no time has passed, and it's what you need. You get your own. You get a family. You know what I mean? You make connections. It's not like that with everybody, but you have a connection. You got friends that become your family when you go to an HBCU. And so you just really got to understand the power of HBCUs. And that's why it's so hard when we have conversations in the HBCU community about, HBCUs that might be closing down, that be bankrupt, might be closing because enrollment is so low. That kind of stuff is sad, because it's like enrollment used to boost through the roof. But again, if people are not exposed to it, they don't know what you have to offer. That happens. We can't let so much of our history die because we're running here, there, everywhere, as if what you get at an HBCU is inferior. It is not. We prepare you for more than just what you learn in those books. We prepare you for life, honey. Just going through the process to get registered, to get you some housing, all of that. If it don't learn you some patience, not teach you, but learn you some patience, come on now. I'm just trying to tell you some things. So I'm going to be highlighting HBCUs from now to the end of the year, not end of the year, but end of the month, and just kind of exposing you all to the rich heritage that is an HBCU. HBCUs are historically Black colleges and universities, those that were established before 1964 with the sole or primary purpose of educating African Americans. Has to have been again before 1964 to be deemed a historically Black college and university. And I'll definitely be starting with some of the older ones. And you're going to see a connection, because a lot of schools branched off from other schools, and you will see, oh my God, that's a sister school, and that's a sister school, and that's a sister school. And oh, this person graduated from this school and went on to, found and open up another school. And it's just, that's how it was. And again, the soul of HBCU was to help educate and really provide a place. First of all, a lot of us, we didn't have anywhere to go to school and get educated. We weren't allowed. And so you start talking about, especially those 1800 land grant institutions, and listen, you start getting into that, it's a whole different ball game. So I'm going to be bringing that to you over the next 20 days until the end of the month. So get ready, buckle up, hold on tight, because I'm excited to be bringing you some education about HBCUs. So I will see you guys around. Love you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.